I really like this setup actually. Okay. I didn't really prepare for this. I just kind of went for the video, you know? Well, I mean, I prepared the video, but okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm shockingly Tamron Wheeler. For those of you who don't know me, you know my name now. I am a 19-year-old and I moved out when I was 18. This is not my place currently. This is my hometown. This is my bedroom that I left. But this is the bedroom that I left behind to move to Sydney, where I study acting. Now, when you move out, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't really expect to have to do or like to know and things like that. And so I thought it would be useful to do a video where I do 18 things I wish I knew before I moved out at 18. I organized this into categories as well, which I might do a fancy little timestamps at the different categories if you guys want to know specific things. Otherwise, watch the whole video. I think it's kind of interesting. Let's find the first thing. Let's start with general home stuff. I feel like is pretty good. First thing, how quickly the place gets dusty. I know that dust collects. I'm not an idiot, but I didn't expect so much dust, especially because my place in Sydney collects dust like a lot, and you have to wipe it down like every other day just to make sure it doesn't get too much. And I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that much dust. Number 2, don't put off that one chore or you will put off every single chore. I've had that where I'm like, oh, I won't do the dishes one day. But then I'm like, well, you know what? I'm feeling a bit lazy. Why don't I'll just like leave the place a bit messy. And then it keeps building up. And then suddenly I have to spend an entire day cleaning because I decided to not do this one chore. And I decided to do, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Number 3, baby wipes are your best friend. I love baby wipes. You can wipe down counters. You can wipe down anything. The lighting in here is getting really 50-50. It's reacting. You can tell that I'm using natural light. She's an all-natural girl. But anyways, yeah. And baby wipes are also really cheap. Like I've literally got them in my room. Right here. I use these. They're $2 for a pack. They're so cheap. They are a godsend. I use them every single day of my life. Another cleaning one, because there's a lot of cleaning ones in the house category. Clean everything the day that you arrive at your apartment. I know they bring professional cleaners in, but even then sometimes the place is still not the cleanest. My mum and I, we cleaned my entire place the day that I moved in, and it was a lot of cleaning. But it made the place feel a lot fresher and a lot newer, and it started to slowly feel like my home. Also, my place came furnished, so we had to clean a lot of the furniture down really well. I didn't have to buy most of my furniture, thankfully. Another one, but this one's about appliances. You do not need big appliances, especially if you live on your own. I live alone. I don't have any roommates. I live in a studio apartment by myself, and literally, I bought an electric fry pan that was only like for one person really, and that's all I need. I have this Kmart rice cooker which cooks 2 servings of rice. I love it. It was $10, $15, so good. And I didn't need big appliances when I moved in. I didn't, and I still don't. Another big one, which is very hard as someone who likes collecting things, but don't clutter your home. If you have a small place, especially like me, things add up. The more little trinkets you add to your place, the smaller the space feels. And especially because I live in such a small place, I want to always feel very open. I want the place to feel very big and bold in the big wide world where I belong. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of trinkets here that I did not take with me, including my bookshelf. I love my bookshelf. But even then, now I also don't buy that many books and things like that because I don't need it. I use a Kindle, to be fair. I use my Kindle anyways, so I don't really need a bookshelf or anything. But I just like not having clutter in my place. And it makes the place feel, again, a lot more open, a lot more bigger, and I really just prefer it that way. And the last thing in the home category is read through every inch of paperwork those landlords give you. I did not realize how much paperwork there was when I moved into a place. I read through everything, and you've also got to do this thing where, like, they have, for example, if there are any like damages in the apartment, they'll take photos of them. You look around yourself, you take photos of things they haven't mentioned, send it to them so they know. For example, the fan in my apartment doesn't work the best. We made sure that they knew that because then when I eventually move out of that place, they can't charge me for that because it was broken or doesn't work as well when I first moved in. And I like to keep as much of my bond as possible. My bond was very expensive. Next thing I think we're going to go into is the social aspect. The social aspect. This is one of my top ones. This is one of my top points ever. Yes, university are the party years. No, you do not need to drink every single time that you go out. The legal drinking age in Australia is 18. I moved when I was 18. Obviously, I was a little bit of a partier. I drank a fair bit when I first moved, but then I realized I didn't have to always drink. Shocker! I know, you do not have to drink at everything. I felt like that I did just because it was a social thing, and I did enjoy getting drunk. I was 18. I personally do not drink that much anymore because I know that I can go out and I don't need to get drunk to be social with people. I can have one drink and chill out, or I can have no drinks. I usually don't drink whenever I'm going out anymore. I just kind of vibe with everyone. Unless it's a special occasion. Sometimes I do. I'm 19 now. Sometimes I do. But I try not to drink that much because I don't need to. I will live by this fact as well. Moving to a new city, you need to find friends because that will make or break your new city experience. I made so many friends. You guys see in all my vlogs the amount of friends that I have, and I'm so grateful for all of them. All of my 2 or 3 friends, Chloe, Esther, and Kayla. No, I'm kidding. I have so many friends, and if I did not mention you, I love you, I promise. Genuinely making or breaking your city life experience is having friends, and I am so grateful that I made so many friends because, especially when you live alone, you don't feel as lonely, which brings me to my next point. You don't always need to have people to stay at your place to combat loneliness. This was another thing that I struggled with when I first moved in. I felt like, especially when my mum first left, that I wanted people over all the time because I was like, well, now I just feel kind of lonely because I don't have anyone in my place. That's okay. That's okay. Now I don't have as many people coming over to my place anymore unless, we're all going out and my place is conveniently the closest to where we're going, stuff like that. But I don't always need people over at my place. I use my place now as like a sanctuary where I just go at the end of the day after socializing with a bunch of people, and I have a really good time just being by myself, reading my books for a couple hours every night. But essentially that was really hard for me at the start because of how much I was used to being with a bunch of people. There wasn't too many social things, but now this is a very important one as well. Money saving. How I wish I knew how to save money when I first moved in. I'm really good at saving money now, but at the start I was not too good. You don't realize how much money can be saved when you don't buy takeout or soft drink. I know, it's a shocker. I had a really big thing with soft drink where I drink it so much, and I spend a lot of money on it, and now I save a fair bit of my money by not drinking as much. Same with takeout. I try and cook as many meals as I can at home. Going into my next point as well, meal prepping is also a goddess. Meal prepping is a goddess. That also helps save money because when you don't buy takeout, you save money, and by meal prepping, you save the money on the takeout. It's just genuinely, it's so much better to buy your own food, and you also feel a lot better about yourself. I feel like cooking your own meals and stuff like that. Also, it's a lot more healthier. I'm not the healthiest person, but I still feel a bit healthier whenever I don't buy takeout. If you're studying and in school, use those student discounts to your advantage. There is this app, not sponsored, but Uni Days, which gives so many student discounts, and I love it because I need those student discounts, man. Sometimes restaurants have deals for students. I've managed to get like coffee and stuff like that a lot cheaper because I'm a student. You just got to show them your student ID. It's so easier, and take advantage of it. If you're in New South Wales, get that concessions Opal card. I save like $25 a week because I use a concessions card because on my concessions card I only have to pay $25 a week for travel instead of $50 because when it hits 25 it maxes out. I save $25 a week, and I catch public transport a lot every single day because that's how I have to get to class. It saves so much money. Use those student discounts to your advantage while you can. Genuinely. I know what we all think. We love the new fashion. We love the clothing. But go to thrift stores or Kmart. Kmart, ironically, has really cheap clothing, and I just want to say that because I bought this Wildcats hoodie from Kmart. I fucking love it. I Love Kmart's discounts so much. Kmart, again, they have discounts, but also thrift stores are really good. I have a couple really cute tops and like skirts and stuff like that that I've found while going thrifting, and it's so good. You don't need that many new clothes, but if you're going to get new clothes, go cheaper when you can, unless you want to splurge very occasionally. But genuinely, like, thrift stores are a goddess. Thrift stores and Kmart, I love you. Kmart should sponsor me. They have no reason to. This is a Kmart mic, actually. I did buy this microphone from Kmart. It's Kmart branded. And my last point in the saving money is don't owe people money. I hate owing people money. I think that's just a big me thing, which I understand a lot of people are like that too. But genuinely, try not to owe people money. If someone's offering to shout you something and you want to go for it, go for it. I really don't like people shouting me things either. I think my uni friends know that very well. But even then, don't owe people money, because then it's just going to stack up. And it's just going to get really inconvenient when they want that money back and you don't have that money. So don't owe them money in the first place. Do your best to save your money so that you don't have to do that. Oh, there is one more savings point that I forgot as well. Only take money out of your savings if it's important. I have rules. I can only take money out of my savings if it's for rent, because I put all my rent money in there, or if it's for food. Those are the two things. Concerts, sorry, if I don't have the money, I don't have the money. Stuff like that. I refuse to take money out of my savings unless it's something that I direly need. Like, again, food or rent or electricity bills, because I also have to pay those. I feel like that's self-explanatory, but a lot of people don't like abide by that, and I didn't abide by that at the start either. So I thought that was a good little point to add. Now, the last little category is miscellaneous. I only have 2 points in here. Microwave meals can be the best way to get some nutrients, which is a bit shocking, but as someone who can't cook in her apartment because of my fire alarms, sometimes microwave meals, you can get really good ones. And I think there are a couple brands, I haven't really explored them yet, that do really healthy microwave meals though. But genuinely, like, as a university student who also doesn't have a lot of time to cook sometimes because I finish class really late, microwave meals can be the best way to get some vegetables or some nutrients into you, and genuinely they aren't that expensive either. They can be $2 to $4 sometimes. They are really, really helpful. You can fit like 6 in the tiniest freezer ever as well, and that's really good. And my last point, my 18th thing I wish I knew before I moved out at 18 was don't be afraid to ask mum for help. I am really lucky to have such a close relationship with my mum, and she's probably even hearing me record this right now. She's doing her work. But I love her with all my heart, and I have asked her for help many times. The other day, she had to help me figure out why my electric water heater was like screaming at me. It was beeping. I called her up and she ended up calling the people for me. Love her for that. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask mum for help. That's 18 things I wish I knew before I moved out at 18. I can't say that. 18 things I wish I knew before I moved out at 18. There we go. Those are the 18 things. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, I 100% will. I want to find a new setup in my apartment as well to do these style of videos, because I only do these when I'm like here. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was somewhat useful to you all as well. And if you guys have any questions, I'm also happy to answer them in the comments below. So yeah, if you guys like this sort of stuff as well, maybe like and subscribe if you guys want to. But until then, I will see you all next video. Bye! Bye! What if I just start screaming into the microphone? Like,